My parents are really upset that I'm no longer religious, and I'm like, look, nothing has changed. I still get on my knees every day for a man who doesn't listen to me.
Are you in love?
I am in love. Are you in love?
I'm in love too.
I agree.
Today, as I was leaving my house, my mother asked me a question. She said to me, "Daughter, why did you put on so much makeup if you are only going to run errands?" And I said to her, "Because, Mama, I am a 24-year-old woman living with my mother and my siblings during a global pepperoni. If I cannot woo a beautiful lady in the cat food aisle at PetSmart, then where else am I to find love?"
Everyone's always like, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. But what if I want to be a bad bye? Huh? What if I want to be a bad bye?
Help. My boyfriend walked in and just slammed this on the table and started digging. Could somebody please explain? You're only allowed to me.
But there's a rock in here.
Does it matter? It could be a diamond, but I'm your diamond.
You are my diamond, but I still love rocks.
Oh, he loves rocks. Oh, rail him! Rail him! Now! Oh, Daddy, stop!
Okay, so I'm gonna surprise my boyfriend in these magical TikTok leggings and let's see what he says.
Hey babe, what do you think?
Oh my god, your ass looks amazing. Not to objectify you or anything like that. Your legs look amazing. What are those? What a color too, pink. You could stop traffic. You should wear those to work out. They're doing wonders for your calves, your knees. Wow, did you get me a pair?
No.
That's okay, we can share this. This is good, babe. This is really good. You're like bubblegum wrap that I want to unwrap. Can I unwrap you?
Yeah.
I know we said we weren't doing Valentine's Day gifts this year, but I just wanted to make you something special. You like it?
Yes, it's very cute.
Show the camera. Do you notice what handwriting it's in?
Cursive.
Yup! Alexa! Play I Love You Like a Love Song by Selena Gomez. I love you like a love song, baby. I love you like a love song,
Put a finger down, Alphabet Mafia edition. Yay! Put a finger down if you like the name Alphabet Mafia. Put a finger down if you're not too crazy about the name. Put a finger down if you have a friend a part of the Alphabet Mafia. Yay! Put a finger down if you would take a bullet for that friend. Yep. Put a finger down if you know what your sexuality is. Put a finger down if you're still figuring it out. Hey, that's okay, buddy. Take your time. Put a finger down if you know what your gender is. Put a finger down if you have no effing clue what you are. Hey! Put a finger down if you would be down to beat up some homophobes. Heck yeah. Put a finger down if you think maybe we should educate them instead. It depends. Put a finger down if you love rainbows. And finally, put a finger down if you support every member of the Alphabet Mafia and would have their back no matter what.
You were there with me. Every step of the way. Oh, honey, it's a simple proposal. Baby, I don't have a timing yet.
These are not straight people.
I just thought you needed a little cooling off.
They're just friends.
Try these. Come on.
Dude, just make out.
He thinks you look good too. Right?
Right.
And you do. Thank you.
Just kiss. Kiss. Just make out. Put your mouth on her mouth. This is the gayest thing I've ever seen. Kiss. I just don't see it for these two.
It honestly makes a lot of sense that people had labeled homosexuality or the LGBT community as being mentally ill. I want you to name one person that that is a part of the LGBT community who is not mentally ill. With anything at all. It could literally be ADHD, just anything. Our default setting is depression and internal screaming. Queer people are fucked in the head. It's just not because they're queer, it's because the universe hates us.
Gay people have always been messy. The King of England started a civil war because he couldn't be with his boyfriend. Edward II, he was king in like the 1300s, proper medieval king. He had 2 separate gay lovers, both of which he wanted to award favorite titles to. You know, give them a position of power at court. Don't mind my lecture in the background. But if he gave those titles to his gay lovers, his family members didn't get them, and that kind of pissed them off. So they had those lovers killed. Now that's petty and everything and kind of fucked up, but like, the king started a civil war that lasted 2 years because they killed his boyfriends. And like, a lot of people died because of it. And he's just like, you fucked with my love life, so guess you deserve to die.
And here we have 2 men who had the closest of friendships that you could ever have. Aww. These men were best friends for 60 years. To help each other have stable living conditions until they both found wives, they lived together. Oh yeah, to save money. While walking down the street, these 2 men would practice each other's hand-holding grips on each other. This was to ensure that when they both had wives, neither of them would have weird grips. Okay. These men were often seen kissing passionately in very romantic places as practice. Are you sure they were friends? They were the best of friends. They would take each other to dinner, go on walks. Sometimes they would even have intercourse as practice for when they had wives. This is sounding a lot like a relationship. When asked about their relationship status, they would often say that they were in a bromance, except they would forget the B. And finally, after 4 years, they finally had a mock wedding. Both were adorned in beautiful ball gowns. Practice for when they had wives. Oh my god, they were gay!
Are you in love? I am in love. Are you in love? I'm in love too. I agree.
Tell me something about yourself that sounds false, but it's 100%
I'm straight.
Check this out. So this is a female peacock, but she's got her feathers up as if she was like a male peacock. And I don't. Is it like maybe it's like a trans peacock? I don't know if they have those. LGBT cocks. That's the actual male. Well, that's rude. You're both men. That one's just biologically. I don't know what the PC peacock. Oh, ass shake.
If you're at a loss as to what to call your non-binary friend, just remember that cum dumpster is a gender-neutral term.
I love you more than life itself, babe. I understand the sentiment, but I think in our specific scenario, that statement doesn't have the meaning that you want it to have. What do you mean? How do I explain this? We're both quite mentally ill, love. Life itself is pretty low on the totem pole when it comes to things we love, if you know what I mean. So, saying that you love me more than life itself doesn't mean too much, you know? Yeah, you definitely got a point there. I've got it. I love you more than eating string cheese while sitting on the kitchen floor at 2 a.m. after a mental breakdown, babe. Oh my god. You mean that?
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Oh, no. Buzz-looking alien! Where?
I actually do have a boyfriend now. I met him while protesting downtown this summer. And of course I didn't tell my parents that that's what I was doing. But every single day I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to hang out with Joe. And then we'd carpool. But you do that every single day for a whole summer. And my mom started to be like, oh, so who's this Joe guy? Be like, no, is he the new boy? And I was like, no, Mom. And then like 2 weeks later, I was like, touche. Touche. He's great. He's a straight man. But he willingly introduces me to his friends, to his conservative bandmates, as his boyfriend. So let's just break down what that means. He says, this is my boyfriend Diana, and then they see me, and then he explains nothing. I love him very much.
I'm a shooter, I'm a shooter, cut blocks going around with the whoop.
Right, first off, I just want to say that this is completely not true. Like, here's an entire grid of genderless Pokemon. And before you're like, those are actually man-made Pokemon, most of these are legendaries. However, this did remind me of something really interesting. This is a Zurill. Azurill has a male to female gender ratio of 1:3. So when you catch an Azurill, there's a 25% chance it's going to be male and a 75% chance it's going to be female. Its evolution Marl, though, has a gender ratio of 1:1. So 50% chance of male, 50% chance of female. So because of this, when you evolve your female Azurill, there's a 25% chance it's going to become male when it evolves into Marl. In other words, Marl says trans right.
A lot of people ask us, what makes our murals gay? Well, we do most things, just like anyone else.
Ours are long and we have to hydrate, just like everyone else.
We use tape, just like anyone else.
And to draw, we use a pencil, just like everyone else. And at the end of every project,
we have every mural formally blessed
by Lance Bass.
Bless these painters, they always slay. Bless this room, for now it is gay!
That's our fucking thing. Don't ever go for that. You're gonna be doing it every...
Hello?
One Spanish couple, Mache Gracia Inderes and Eliza Sanchez Longora, were married over 100 years before gay marriage was legalized. How did they manage that, you ask? Well, in order to convince the Spanish Catholic Church to marry them, Eliza pretended to be a man named Mario, and the couple tricked the church into thinking their union was the heterosexual one. Afterwards, the couple spent their whole lives on the run for pulling such a shocking stunt.
I don't want people to call me ma'am, and I don't want people to call me sir, but it feels better if someone calls me sir. I don't want to use the women's or the men's restroom. I just don't ever want to use a restroom. Don't care if it's all gender. Don't want to ever have to use the bathroom. Don't want a body with needs. Don't want to have a period. Don't want to have a dick. I want a deeper voice, but I don't want body hair. Don't want to be a boy. I hate when people call me girl. I like when people call me bro. Cat person or dog person? Both. Want to show off my scars. Also want to put tattoos on my scars. But I also do want body hair. I want a mustache. Big mustache.
Hi! If you're new here, hello, I've been out as non-binary for over a decade and I'm here to help you be a better ally. Let's go! And welcome to another episode of Things That Are Unnecessarily Gendered, Fashion Edition. Let's start with maybe the most obvious one. Dresses and skirts. Dresses and skirts are awesome. They leave room for lots of comfy airflow and they do the little swooshy swoosh thing. Who wouldn't want that? You cannot tell me that someone with a penis and testicles doesn't want some airflow on them things. Fucking shoes. We could completely organize footwear in stores based on foot size alone. That is a hill I will die on. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to wear this? Here's a bit of a spicy take. Undergarments. There are men who menstruate and need space in their underwear for a pad. And there are beautiful women who need coverage in their underwear for their massive dick. And not every person with boobs wants them to be visible. And I don't care what body parts you have or how you identify. Everyone deserves functioning pockets.
Trying pickup lines on my BF and seeing how he reacts.
Are you a magician? Because whenever I see you, everyone else disappears. Babe, are you sure you're not tired?
I'm always fucking tired. What
Because
do you want?
you've been running through my mind all day. Are you a parking ticket?
I will kill you.
Because you've got fine written all over
Get
you.
the fuck out of my face.
Coming out as trans to my roommates. Hello, I am just letting you know I am transgender and my name is Leliana now. You're my mom now? Me too. That was very brave of you. We support you. At least your crush on me isn't gay anymore. Jack I. Get us girlfriends. Okay. Shut up, woman. You're dumb now. You're an object. Braid my hair. Who wants to watch anime? Me. No girls allowed.
Trans story time. The first person in my family I told that I was transgender was my sister. This was about 2 months ago now, a little bit before Christmas. And I knew she was the right person to tell. She doesn't talk to the rest of my family very much, and we're not horribly close, but she's very loving, very open-minded, a wonderful person. And I knew that she would not, worst case, she would maybe not understand, but she would definitely not judge. it went really well. She actually apparently has several people that she hangs out with that are trans, and so she knew all the right questions. She asked me my name, my pronouns, but then she asked me a question I wasn't prepared for, and it really hit me hard. She said, "Can I call you sister?" And I held back, and I was like, that would make me very happy if you're comfortable with it. And I waited really patiently for her to respond, "I am." And then I just cried.
The time I forgot I was gay. I hope our children have red hair. It's recessive in both of us. Yeah, but it's not recessive in our donor. Okay, but both of us have the recessive gene, so it's very likely. But it's not in our donor. What did you learn in biology? I got a biology award actually. U plus me equals mixed, red-haired kids. I don't understand why you're confused. Our kids literally can't be you plus me. Wow, that's messed up. Oh shit, we're gay.
Ew, don't do that, that's gay. So how do you know what gay is? How do you know what's gay? How do you know? How do you know?
I just found out that the reason that we have stethoscopes, you know, that thing that lets doctors listen to your heart, is because a doctor was so incredibly uncomfortable putting his ear on women's chests to listen to their heart that he created the most iconic "I am a doctor" thing ever. And honestly, I respect him so much for respecting women and also for finding the most unique way to come out of the closet. That's amazing!
I think I just found the biggest example of historians say they were best friends. So for my voice lessons, I'm singing the piece On die Musik by Franz Schubert. And after doing some research, this song was composed based off of a poem his friend wrote about his music, which it is. The title literally translates to music, so it's an ode to music. And if you pause to read, the poem is very nice. We'll be calling his friend Schober since they both have the same first name. So Schubert was stuck teaching at this children's school, which prevented him from composing more music. And Schober loved his music so much, so he was just like, hey, come live with me at my mom's house so you can do this full time. But then this website goes to say Schubert and Schober enjoyed a lasting friendship. Two young men lived together, often sleeping in the same room. Also worth noting that it's very common for classical composers to compose music based off of already existing poems, but the one song that Schubert ever wrote on his own was for Schober. I mean...
Does straight TikTok just not know? Are they unaware of the existence of Rainbow Flag Theater Kid, Science Nerd, Cottagecore, Bridgerton musical, leftist, witchy shanty singing TikTok? Because if that's the case, that is a deprived existence, and I am so sorry.
On today's episode of Lesbian Ghost Hunting.
I'm so scared. What if it hits on me? This flashlight's so cute and tiny. It reminds me of Trent, my boyfriend. I think I hear one.
Boo.
Bzz. Well, that's fun. That's sticking out. You ever just watch something and think, wow, everyone in this is gay? That's how I felt watching this movie. That's a fucking twink. That's a pansexual, if I've ever seen one. That is a lesbian. That is a fucking lesbian. Look at that. That is a lesbian. Goob looked like a homosexual man who made some bad decisions in his 20s. Have you ever met a bisexual that doesn't look like this? Gay. This hat was fucking gay. I don't know what to tell you. It was gay. Buddy, I don't know what you are, but you're sure as hell not cisgender. He was the exception. Have you ever seen a lesbian that doesn't look like this? That's a they, them ass bitch right there. She was so gay. She was so gay. You cannot tell me that Tom Selleck looks fucking straight. You cannot tell me.
I'm tired of hearing, oh, you're bisexual, that means you like men and women, right? No. I like women. I tolerate men because I'm attracted to them.
Hello, it's me, the trans pickle queen of TikTok, apparently.
A lot of people have been asking, why are you drinking pickle juice? What's with the pickle juice? A lot of people, including trans people, that are taking feminizing hormones, sometimes take spironolactone, which leaches salt out of your body and makes you crave salty things. Like this delicious pickle cocktail. So if you know a trans person, give them a jar of pickles. They never don't want pickles. I always want pickles. Please give me pickles. It doesn't fit in the frame. It's too big. Oh, it's so good.
First, you start with your Eggo waffles. I prefer buttermilk, but you could get whatever you like. They have blueberry, strawberry, blah, blah, blah. Cinnamon, some syrup, maple, whichever kind you like. Don't get the low-calorie one. And some butter.
Libby's a lesbian was like a joke or a rumor that got pretty big in my high school my junior year. And it was started by a group of boys that I was never romantically interested in. And I knew that there was something mean about it, like at the time, but I couldn't explain it. But my friend explained it to me last night. She goes, that was a shame tactic because the way that you live your life naturally resists male dominance and control. I was the lead trumpet player. I was self-assertive. I advocated for women. I was loud. I wore what I want. I didn't care what the football team thought about me. She goes, they were trying to shame you into performing your femininity better. They're trying to shame you into playing a role that benefited them the most. It didn't have anything to do with my sexuality. It had to do with me threatening the gender power dynamics.
I am a heterosexual man that is married to a transgender woman. So does that make you pansexual, bisexual or something? Are you still straight? Bitch, yes, I just said I was straight. Hold the fuck up, why are you getting all hostile and shit? I asked you a simple question like, because in the context of you saying that you keep seeing us as a gay couple and you still don't see my wife as a woman. She's a woman of trans experience. She's still a woman.
Hello and welcome to Dog Breeds and Their Sexualities. These are not opinions, these are facts.
The Golden Retriever is a gay man who does drag on the weekends.
The Pitbull is a masked lesbian. And the Poodle is a femme lesbian.
The Chihuahua is a straight man, but it's really just a really old conservative man with a ton of internalized homophobia who probably kissed a guy and liked it in college. The Dachshund is non-binary and also asexual, has a ton of love to give, but just not really looking for it in that kind of way. The King Charles is a bisexual woman dating a bisexual man, and although they are seen as a straight couple to the world, they really give off a ton of gay energy. And the King Charles does make a little too many jokes about wanting to be with a woman instead of her boyfriend, but she does love him. That right there is a group of trans men if I've ever seen one. The Corgi is a trans man.
The West Highland Terrier is a straight older woman, but when her daughter comes out to her, she definitely says, everyone likes women a little bit, and doesn't realize that she's bisexual.
Yo, I had to get an ultrasound done today, right? And the second part was like a transvaginal ultrasound where they put the little wand up in there. And the doctor was really sweet, or the technician, whatever, was really sweet. And she's just trying to be kind. She's like, if it's going to bother you, like you can put the wand in yourself, like trying to work around any dysphoria I might have. And I meant to say, oh, it's okay. I don't have bottom dysphoria. But since it was early in the morning and I didn't have any coffee yet, I deadass told this fucking technician, no, it's okay, I'm a bottom.
Gay news! Nickelodeon's Blue's Clues just did something so gay. Wait for it.
Is so magical, and a nice neighbor nearby. Always outstanding, one of a kind, and he is full of pride.
Do you guys know that your body will literally tell you what it needs? All you have to do is listen to it.
Women. Black women, trans women, Asian women, white women, tall women, short women, thick thighs women, petite women. All women. Give me the Gucci women.
That's a very good question. Why are you on gay TikTok? That doesn't seem like something you should be asking me. It seems like something you should be asking yourself.
Hello, I'm Christian Johnson. This is Where Have Gay People Been for the Last 5,000 Years? In today's episode, we'll be in ancient China. LGBT relationships and practices have been recorded in China since ancient times, but it wasn't without its funny euphemisms for the subject. For example, one euphemism for homosexuality in ancient China was the passion of the bitten peach, which Which makes me ask some questions about that one scene in Call Me By Your Name. Many emperors of China were known to have same-sex relationships, including Emperor Ai of the Han Dynasty, who had a hot and steamy love affair with one of his administrative officials, Dong Jian. Writings from 3rd century China from the Song Dynasty tell us that the practice was everywhere, but we have to keep in mind this is an area where most people practice Confucius philosophies. Filial piety was highly stressed in Confucianism. In fact, you were expected to have heirs, so it's most likely that people were having same-sex relationships and straight relationships at the same time. Where should we go next?
What's the worst way you've ever accidentally outed yourself?
I don't know about worse, but I'm a high school teacher, and in my first year of teaching, I was kind of hesitant on coming out or saying anything or whatever. I didn't think they needed to know. And towards the end of that year, one of the students just randomly in the middle of class, us doing some calculations and practice problems, goes, "Mr. T, have you ever had a girlfriend?" And without missing a beat, I went, "Ugh." So that was it for them. They found out that Mr. T has had a boyfriend, but was quite disgusted at the idea of ever having a girlfriend.
Ask Your Lesbian Big Sister Part 3. Yes, this is a silk lavender robe. Yes, it was $15. I love bougie, but I love cheap more. Today we're going to be covering how to flirt text. Rule number 1, don't do this. We get it, you're a bottom. Just communicate that in a better way. It's pretty hard to communicate tone over text, so a good go-to is the challenge flirt. Rivalry is sexy, we're gay, we know that. This is because it allows you to seem confident even if you aren't, and it invites further interaction later down the line. So phrases like, make me, prove it, I don't believe you are perfect. For example, I've never seen a Marvel movie in my life, I probably never will, I have no interest. But if a girl objects to that, I get to say to her, I guess you're just gonna have to be the one that changes my mind. And not only have I segued to that challenge into a date opportunity, but it's a date where she gets to share something she cares about with me. Glowing, effusive compliments are what you leave on your best friend's Instagram post. They're not what you want to be talking to someone you're interested in with. That's why this emoji is a bad idea.
So I work with a lot of like conservatives, like Trump supporters, stuff like that. 99% of them don't know I'm trans or anything like that. I'm really not trying to get hate crime. That's really why they don't know. But anyways, back of my truck, it's got a sticker. I think y'all seen it. It said, why be racist, sexist, homophobic, or transphobic when you could be quiet? It's also got a couple Democratic stickers on it. Well, I'm at work chilling in my truck on lunch, and these two white people, I know that they are Trump supporters. I know that they're Republicans and conservatives. I know that. Well, they walk behind my truck, and they're just chatting with each other, and then I hear one of them start reading the sticker. He stops at homophobic. He was like, I look back, because I'm like, who reading my sticker? Both of them broke neck, staring at my truck, just looking at my sticker like. And I'm sitting in my truck, because I ain't once again, not trying to get hate crime, so I'm over there like, but I didn't die, so.
Treat them whatsoever on the basis of their biological sex. Because if they do, that patient now can file a lawsuit.
I hate to break it to you, sweetie, but using the pronouns he, him, and identifying as male doesn't mean you don't have ovaries. There are intersex people and there are non-surgical trans men, and us doctors, we know that. This new law does not say that I'm going to get sued for asking these patients about their sex organs. That's my job, and my job to determine what to ask and what to test for. What the law is saying is that I can't discriminate against them or refuse services for these reasons. Similarly, it's illegal to discriminate against people based on race. That doesn't mean that in a black patient, I can't talk about diseases that are more common in black people like sarcoidosis or sickle cell anemia. So stop acting like you have the patient's and doctor's best interests in mind with these ridiculously transphobic posts. Did I make that clear enough for you, or are you still struggling to grasp the concept? Once again, stay in your lane and shut the fuck up.
Hey man, nice to meet you. Pronouns? Huh? Oh, no, I don't think so. What? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of nouns. I wouldn't say I'm specifically anti-noun, but I don't think I'm pronoun. I like verbs. Okay, so you're pro-verbs, I guess? Proverbs? Oh, no, I haven't read that book. I'm not religious. I'm gonna go bi. I'm not bi, I'm pan. What the fuck is happening? I don't really know. Wanna make out? No. Yeah, that's fair.
So you're non-binary?
Yeah, I am.
So what are your pronouns?
Oh, you can refer to me with any pronouns, I don't mind.
What?
Yeah, for the most part, I use any and all pronouns.
Then how do I misgender you?
You can't. Fucking she, her. That is one set that I use, yes.
He, him?
That too.
They,
I am a greedy gender dragon, and all of the pronouns will be mine.
Randall, there is a cow outside.
There's a cow farm. You're gonna find cows outside.
No.
Being on testosterone is just like
I want to eat everything inside! I have a sudden urge to punch drywall! I want to see boobies! I am hairy in so many places I never thought I would be! Did I mention I want to see boobies? Hungry! Horny! Boobies! Hairy! I will throw hands with everyone! It is on site! Fuck! I'm so hungry! I crave violence! I have a micro penis and it hurts! Acne! Horny! Hair! Hungry! Acne! Stinky! Boobies!
but also I want to be held. Just hold me, please.
To get donuts for my boyfriend and my roommate, who I lovingly refer to as my boys. When I placed my order at the drive-thru window, I told the owner/cashier I was getting donuts for my boys. When she asked me how old my boys were, I panicked and told her they were 5 and 7 years old.
Just a couple of guys being dudes. Bunch of dudes being guys. Couple of guys being gay. Show me your dick, Steve.
Let's FaceTime my friends and act straight and see what the fuck happens.
What do you want for the peg?
What? Bro, what?
And what are you on?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know what.
What is this? I do not claim any of this energy.
Bro. Hello?
What?
Hello? Bro, what's happening?
Are you okay?
Hey bro, what's up?
Huh?
What's up, bro? What's happening?
Are you okay?
What's up, girl? What's happening?
Are you sick or something?
What?
You sound like your ex.
What's up, bro?
Dude, you're such a fag. Don't say that. I can say whatever I want, LGBT. God, no. You must be. Only queer people can say that. You are gay. I'm not fucking gay. I just have the right to say whatever I want. I don't know, man. By that logic, if I say the N-word, I'm black. No, you'd just be racist. Just for saying a word, no. It's not just a word. Just a word is egg. You're trying to use a slur used through time by a group of people you belong to in order to shame, oppress, and assert dominance over minorities. Some words have meaning, dude. You don't use them out of respect to the people still affected by discrimination. So why can you say it? When we say it, we hear it on our own volition. We're reclaiming it as ours after it was used against us for so long. When you say it, you're just perpetuating its meaning as an insult. Well, who's gonna stop me? Physically? Probably no one. But when you suffer negative consequences, they will be fair and valid. Whether you want to admit it or not, if a slur comes out of your mouth, it doesn't look good. Someone could tell your friends, your family, an employer. They could call you out online, and then, as you know, it would all be over. And you know what? That's just what happens. You can't play victim when you're the instigator.
I present pretty feminine. I'd say I kind of float between lipstick and chapstick from day to day. However, that all changes the moment I walk into a Home Depot. By the time I have set foot through the doors, I have summoned up every scrap of butch, Ron Swanson ass, I know more than you son energy that I have within me. I am 4'11". But when I'm in a hardware store, I might as well be 7 feet tall. One more scraggly man in an orange apron calls me sweetheart in the wiring section. I will step on him with my size 5 boots and my 7-foot confidence.
Girl, you are so pretty. Not a girl. Oh, have fun in hell. Look, I love LGBT people, but it's a sin and I can't support it. That's homophobia. And where most of the texts translated against LGBT people are being revisited due to them not supporting Matthew 7. Leviticus doesn't apply to Christians, and as one you should know that Christians don't follow Old Testament law. And even if it did, there are Bibles that were never translated into English that clearly state, man shall not lie with young boys as he does with a woman. Okay, well I still don't support trans people, because the Bible says God created male and female. Yes, but gender is based on society, not biology, so that's irrelevant to trans people as a whole. But you know what is biological? Being intersex. But the Bible doesn't acknowledge them when talking about creation at all. Was the Bible wrong, or is it more likely there are things that weren't discussed or accounted for back then, such as the gender spectrum? And at the end of the day, your religion doesn't dictate my life. If my religion said everyone that doesn't follow it gets thrown into the sun, what would you say? I'm going to heaven. Because one person's religion doesn't control people outside of it. Freedom of religion doesn't only apply to yours. Well, I'll see you in hell.
New rule: if you are non-binary, a switch, or bisexual, you are exempt from making any decision. Someone's like, where do you want to go eat? You're like, I don't have to decide. I'm non-binary, thank you.
Hi, I'm Willie, and this is Really Super Straight Wednesdays. Beloved viewers, I know I say this every week, but I have truly figured out what straight guy I am. Dear God, please let me be right, I'm so tired. Y'all have been suggesting this straight guy for weeks. That's right, the craze that took over TikTok a year ago, e-boys. Okay, first things first, middle part, check, nails, check, weight black, and outfit. I'm keeping the shirt. Bruh. Okay, so next I'm supposed to condescend my friend's music taste. You've seriously never heard of Lexapro for toddlers? Dude, everyone's listening to communist coochies. Catch up. You've never listened to the right-wing panties? Alright, let me play some of their music. Let me change your world. Okay, so the final step is be bisexual. Am I technically bisexual if I'm married to a woman but sleep around with men?
Right, now what were you saying?
Oh, okay, so in order to be bi, you need to love the same gender as you are, plus the opposite sex. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you combine the same gender together, that's gay. But if you love the opposite gender, that's straight. So if you combine them together, that's a gate.
So you're calling me a gate?
I'm calling you a gate.
Something that's part of a fence.
Yes. The entire gay community is like a fence together.
And some of us are just gates?
Yes. How do you think people get in?
They don't. Oh. They were always part of the gate.
This is what confuses me. I'm a straight person. I don't understand anything.
So you're not a gate?
I'm not a gate.
So you're just a straight?
Yes.
Hello, and welcome to Great Moments in Trans Internet History. I'm your host, Dakota Homus. In 2018, RuPaul was facing criticism for saying trans women were not allowed to compete on Drag Race. On March 5th, 2018, Ru took to Twitter and wrote, "In the 10 years we've been casting Drag Race, the only thing they've ever screened for is charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, and that will never change." If you're wondering about that image Ru attached, you must not be familiar with the 1953 artwork Train Landscape by Ellsworth Kelly. This minimalist painting is the kind of thing that might come up if one Google searched trains flag. Ru was trying to let us know that he has always been an ally to the transgender community. And don't worry, Ru, we will never forget.
Glow Up LEDs is having a flash sale with 40% off on their best-selling LED strips. Click the link in the description and use the discount code below for an extra 10% off. Orders go towards supporting this channel.
Meow, 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 meow.